Freediver fans? Jonathan and PJ here with you today, and we want to talk about the 5 things you didn't know you needed.
Let's get into it.
We were kind of talking a little bit about brand new diver, or maybe you've been doing this for a little while and you've kind of got some of your gear dialed in, but you just aren't sure some like extra things that can really make a huge difference. So we went around and we picked up 5 things that we thought, like, man, this thing changed my diving going forward for the better, obviously. So Peach, which one was your favorite first?
We have this scrub named Sea Buff right here that basically you dump a little bit in your mask right after you get it, a little bit of water, and scrub it out for about 10 or 15 minutes, and it'll take out that little silicone layer.
Yeah, and we've actually got another video on like all the defog process, which you can we'll have a link in the description below. But I think that's huge, right? Because you've got a good fitting mask, right? You've watched our mask video, or you've come to the shop and you know which mask to buy, but what do you like? You got to be able to see.
Yeah.
Just because it fits your face and it's fogged up, well, now you can't see anything. That sucks.
Yeah, right.
So having that defog is huge. Going on the same idea of the mask and snorkel combo is something that when you buy your snorkel, they come with these like plastic kind of snorkel keepers is what they call them. I think they're more like suicide snorkel keepers because they make your snorkel jump off your mask and plummet down to the depths of the abyss. So first thing I do when I get a new snorkel is throw that thing away and grab me one of these figure 8 snorkel keepers. So we've got them in a couple different colors, but I kind of like the high vis yellow so people can see me when I'm down deep. This guy is super easy. Basically the way it works is you have the mask strap in between here and the snorkel here, right? So it kind of pins the snorkel against your mask strap, making it virtually impossible for this guy to jump off your mask. But to me, that made a huge difference. You can position your snorkel kind of wherever you want it to be. I like my snorkel kind of back on the back part of my mask strap, coming down along the side where my ear is. I tend to get the snorkel higher in the water column when I do that.
Exactly. So up next we have a D-ring belt buckle sort of deal.
Yeah.
These are, in my opinion, pretty essential if you are freediving / spearfishing. The reason why is because it's so versatile. You can clip off anything to yourself, whether it be your spear gun if you need to like let go of it for a second and
provide better safety maybe,
exactly.
Or grab a fish from your buddy.
Exactly. Well, yeah, basically do that. That's what I use it for mostly. I just clip off my gun to myself if I need to help out anybody or do anything with both of my hands. Or another thing that I really use it for is a flashlight. So if I'm diving in the Bahamas, I have a little clip on the loop on my flashlight, and if I'm in deeper water or in a spot where there's a lot of big deep caves, I clip my flashlight off to there, so it's easy access, quick clip on, off, and I have a flashlight basically easily accessible. Yeah. What do you use it for?
So I actually, the same thing, right? So when I'm hunting with my buddies, if somebody has like a really big fish they need help with, I can clip off my gun, right, making sure that's kind of out of my way. I've got both hands free and clear, just like you mentioned. And then I actually have the free end of my belt that kind of flops all around. I tuck it in, but then I fold it back, so that way I can still kind of grab the belt and ditch it if need be. But it keeps me from not having to cut it, so that it's like super short. It's almost like literally like my belt buckle retainer, you know. So this made a huge difference for me on like the accessibility of my gear. Like you said, clipping stuff off, and then also managing the extra material of my weight belt. So something that I think can get very easily overlooked, but a really good product to have. Definitely. The next thing that we thought was a kind of a game changer is a good pair of freediving socks, right? Neoprene socks some that are going to have some sort of grippiness on the bottom, right? So it's not just like slip and slide all over the boat. I like to have them come just about where my ankle is. Typically my wetsuit fits just to my ankle, so these guys actually like literally meet my wetsuit, which is kind of nice. And then these guys are actually also pretty stretchy, and they do have a left and a right. So you can kind of see they're shaped like your foot a little bit. So they do fit left and right, makes them super, super comfortable. I normally don't actually wear socks if I'm doing like a 1 or 2 day trip. If I do any more than 3 days of diving in a row, I will get blisters if I don't wear socks.
I get blisters within that first half hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I've just got calluses over the years, but yeah. So it's something that that I actually don't use on the daily, but whenever I go on any kind of trip, it is a must-have. If I don't bring my socks, I'm looking for like emergency, like medical tape, duct tape, like anything that I can get my hands on to keep my feet from just being in massive pain. So instead of doing that, I just bring my socks, and it definitely makes the trip so much better.
Definitely. The reason why I really like these Florida Freediver socks is because, like you said, you have the bottom grip, because a lot of times that you get in from like a drift or a dive and you take off your fins, but you don't completely de-gear.
Sure.
You're walking around the boat, whether you're going up to the cooler to grab a water, anything. This grip makes a huge difference. Sometimes you have like say conditioner in the back of the boat when you're taking on or off your wetsuit. That makes the back of the boat really slippery, and this grip makes a huge difference. And another thing is that up in the kind of the toe section here, it's kind of a different material. Do you know exactly what material this is?
Yeah, so they did like a reinforced, it's like an overstitched nylon. So basically what they've done is they've taken regular nylon and put more stitching on top of it to reinforce it, right?
Exactly.
So that way, getting your your foot in and out of your fin, it's going to make sure that it keeps that from wear and tearing, which is pretty cool. So the next thing up is the Florida Freedivers backpack. Definitely by far one of the most essential pieces of equipment outside of your like mask, snorkel, fins, obviously. But yeah, tell me a story about this guy.
Well, I wouldn't say it's like a specific story. It's more like every single trip I go on.
Fair enough.
I am known to bring too many gear, if you will, but I'm not sure if there's, or too much gear, I should say, is...
No such thing.
No such thing. But the reason why is there's no such thing is because I can fit it all in here. I have been on many different trips, for whether it's just off a shore here in North Palm or all the way in the Bahamas, where I have obviously my spear gun, mask, snorkel, fins, weight belt, full wetsuit, socks, gloves, 2 sets of fins at times. I can fit a fully inflated float in here. I can strap on float lines, multiple float lines on each side. I fit probably what would be like a week or 2 worth of dive stuff just in this bag alone, and you can throw it into any hatch in your boat. It fits just well. It's very compact and very easy to walk around with. And what I really like about it is that it's got double backpack strap just like that, so you're not one strap in it.
Right. Hands-free.
Hands-free,
like waiting for it to fall off or anything like that. And we've got a full video about a review of this bag, and you can see literally how much stuff Eric and I stuff into this bag. It is pretty insane. Full get up and then some. So I absolutely love this bag. I think it is by far one of the most crucial pieces of equipment. I've seen guys rock like a 5-gallon bucket or like a mesh drawstring bag. Those do work, but I like to be able to, like you said, right?
Yeah.
Throw everything in my bag, put it on my back, and just walk out, right? I've actually had a guy come in yesterday talking about how he does a lot of beach dives, and he said that this has like changed his beach diving world because he walks in with his hands free, he's drinking his water bottle, puts his cell phone and keys in this top pocket, everything else he takes with him in the water, leaves the bag on the beach, comes back, and everything's right where he left it. So really, really excited about this guy. Makes all the difference. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully if you guys did find value in this content, that you would leave us a like, or if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. If you guys have any questions at all about any of these pieces of equipment or really anything, shoot us a comment down in the comment section below, and we will see you in the next one.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you guys did find value in this video, please make sure you share this video with your friends, and of course subscribe. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say if you guys want to leave a comment in our comment section below. Also, check this video out. It's one of my favorites.